Hello everybody, I'm Felis. Welcome back to the channel. How are you doing? I'm doing pretty well, thank you. Currently in the lecture, so sorry if I'm a bit quiet. But anyways, today we have a pretty fun video. I'm just gonna be making stuff, and I'm starting off simple. I'm altering a t-shirt. I thrifted a shirt a while ago, but it didn't fit me quite right. But that's not a problem. I know how to sew. I started off by using a shirt that fits me well as a guide, and I marked it on the shirt I'm gonna be altering. Then I just sewed everything together. I also used a zigzag stitch because I don't have an overlock. And man, this was a very easy DIY. So if you have a shirt that doesn't fit you quite right, please don't be afraid to alter it. It's actually so easy. But here's the final result. I saw this DIY on Instagram and thought this was perfect because I have a pair of pants that I love to bits and I wore them all the time, but they are ripped in the ass area and I'm not sure how to fix that. So instead of trying to mend it, I'm gonna give them a second life. I started the process off by seam ripping absolutely everything, and after I seam ripped the waistband, I cut off the frame, and I have no clue why this wasn't overlocked. In uni we're taught to overlock it, but no, big brand, it's whatever. I hate how seemingly good brands don't make quality clothing. But anyways, here's the cleared up waistband. I got tired of seam ripping everything, so I just started cutting the pants up. And then I went ahead and ironed everything, and then I started marking the different fabric sections that I will later use for pleats. So while you watch me do that, I wanted to yap a little bit more on why I am doing this. So indulge in my yapping, if you will, for a little while. Lately, I found myself doom scrolling for way more than I usually do. I had a month off of uni, and I practically doom scrolled through the entire time of it, which is sad and depressing because I could have used the time to do productive stuff. And yes, I need a rest, but I could have used that rest with I don't know, cleaning my room, making more stuff, and so on and so forth. And it's just I found my mental health getting way worse because of the doom scrolling, because doom scrolling isn't that good for you mentally. I know, crazy revelations on the Felis channel, but it is true, I think it's important to stay politically aware, and a lot of people do that for scrolling, but honestly it's just you're just injecting doom into your veins, bro. And there's better ways to do it, and it's very important to remember to have hope, which reels often don't show, because I've talked about this before on my channel, but a lot of companies want you to lose hope. The more hope you lose, the less you're likely to resist the bad things that are happening in this world. That's not good. So I just wanted to stop doom scrolling for a little bit because Jesus, the doom scrolling bad. And I thought to stop doom scrolling, it would be good to replace it with something else. So I've started doing a lot more DIY projects, so maybe you'll see a little bit more of them, and I want to upload a bit more often, even though uni is kicking my ass. But anyways, let's get back to the DIYing. After cutting up the fabric in sections, I hemmed the sides so they wouldn't fray, and then I pinned all the pleats in one place, which took forever. And then I went ahead and sewed it all together, and it wasn't easy. It didn't go by without incident. My needle broke! Denim is hard to sew for a simple home use machine and not an industrial one. After suffering for a long while, I sewed on the waistband that I saved earlier, and so it was done. Here's the final result. For the final DIY of this video, I'm going to be making some pants from scratch. I started off by drafting a pattern by copying a different pair of pants I already own. Then I cut out the pattern, and using it, I cut out the pieces of fabric that I bought. Then I did some off-camera mining and I made some pockets, but for one of them, I decided to make like a little patch type of deal of like a my logo or whatever. And after sewing the pockets to the pants, I moved on to making the zipper. It's actually not that complicated once you get the hang of it, but it took me a while. If you want a proper tutorial, please look it up. I couldn't explain it if I tried. Then I proceeded to sew the insides of the pants together, and I actually did it wrong, so I had to seam rip everything and redo it. After that, I went ahead and cut out a waistband, and I also used a zigzag stitch so the fabric wouldn't fray. After the waistband came the belt loops, and I know that's not how you're supposed to do it, but that's the way I did it. And with that, even though I described it quickly, it took me a long time, but with that, here's a final result. Well, a picture of it because I don't have a way to set up the camera. But thank you everybody for watching, and hope you enjoyed this video, and goodbye!